Hello, welcome to my channel. This is the Ask a Realtor show where we answer questions that have to do with real estate, pertinent questions that people ask on a daily basis that borders real estate. That is what we answer on this show. In case you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Kristas. I'm a real estate consultant based here in the city of Portharcourt. My job is to assist you with the best and the right real estate investment. And on this YouTube channel, I educate, enlighten, and inform everybody that is interested in real estate on everything that they need to know about real estate when it comes to land banking, when it comes to investment, when it comes to rental income, everything, the pros and cons, the scams, and everything that you need to know to equip yourself knowledge wise about real estate. That is what we do on this channel. And on today's episode of the Ask a Realtor show, someone asked, what if I buy a property and it happens that the person who I bought the property from was not the legal owner of the property, and years later I lost the property? How do I recover back my money? So it is very, very unfortunate that people, they sign documents without even knowing what they are signing. On every deed of conveyance, there's what we call an indemnity clause. That is why it is good, if you are buying a property, it is good that you ask your lawyer to prepare the deed of conveyance for you, because they are going to include that indemnity clause. Now, even if you are buying from a real estate company and they are the one preparing the document, ensure that there is an indemnity clause on the document. What that indemnity clause means is that if you buy a property from somebody and it happens that years later it happens that the person who sold the property to you is not the legal owner, that the person who sold it to you will refund you, will pay you back your money. An indemnity clause is one very important part of a deed that should be included. That is why before you sign a deed, make sure that there is an indemnity clause on that deed. I have a situation whereby there's a property I sold recently. Both the buyer and the seller are my clients. And when the document was presented to the seller to sign, and she went through it, after reading the indemnity clause, the intensity of what was stated there, if you are not sure of what you are buying, you'll be afraid of endorsing that document with your signature. Because the way the lawyer put the indemnity clause, the man was so intense, so descriptive. He stated it in such a way that anybody that is not sure of what he or she is selling will not want to endorse that document with his or her signature. So as long as you buy a piece of property and the person who sold the property to you signed as the seller, that means the person have endorsed that indemnity clause, saying that if tomorrow you find out that this property that I sold to you is under government acquisition, you found out that this property that I sold to you is under any form of encumbrance, you find out there is any other legal claim to this property that I sold to you, you can ask for a refund. That is what that indemnity clause is. So as long as that is stated in your document, if you buy a property from anybody and years later you find out that the property which you bought from that person, there is another claim to that property, what you simply need to do is to sue the person that sold the property to you, and they are going to refund you your money. So I have a landed document here with me, so I'm going to read the indemnity clause on this document so you can know what an indemnity clause, what it entails. So if you are selling your property, you know what you are signing, because every document should have it, but sometimes some people might omit it. So you know what you are signing before you endorse with your signature. You know what you are signing, and so that if you are buying a property from somebody, you know your right as a buyer in case anything goes wrong. So here I'm going to read the indemnity clause so you can hear. Now, the vendor hereby covenants with the purchaser as follows: that at all times during and after this conveyance, to indemnify and pay back unto the purchaser all expenses, costs, and losses they may incur, plus the interest thereon, If it turns out that the vendor does not have any right to convey the parcel of land herein conveyed as he has represented, and that the purchaser, having paid the agreed money consideration, shall peaceably hold and enjoy the demised property without interruption by the vendor or people claiming from or for him. So this is an indemnity clause. What it simply means is that if peradventure, after a purchaser buys a property from the seller, that it happens that he was not the rightful owner to sell that property, as long as you can find that person, you can sue him to give you a full refund of what you have spent in acquiring that property. So if you are selling a property that maybe you know that the property is in dispute, you are selling a property that is in dispute, or you are selling a property that is under any form of encumbrance, either from the government or from the community, know it that, because if this indemnity clause is on the document which you are signing, what it simply means is that you are going to pay that person if anything goes wrong. Because look at where the indemnity clause is written, and at the next page you see that the person will sign. So it means that you have read this and you have agreed. That is why you sign. So I hope that answers your question. In case you have any question after watching this, you can drop it on the comment section. I will reply any question I see on the comment section. If you are yet to subscribe to our channel, please support the growth of our channel by subscribing and turn on the bell notification so you'll be notified when we post new videos, and give this video a thumbs up. Till I come your way next time, my name is Chris Asika.